Yo, what's good everyone? I just took one win and one break-even trade, and I have so much I want to talk about today. The main thing is that I think I did really well to spot the market conditions, because what it looks like we're doing right now is just consolidating until 11 when Trump speaks, and that might not necessarily be the reason that we're consolidating, but this is an actual account blown type of day. I was talking to a couple of the guys in the Discord about this. This is such good conditions to blow accounts. And I'll talk about why I think that is. Days like today, right? We have what seems like a really good draw on liquidity. For me, my draw on liquidity was these Asia highs. All right, this looked like a perfect, consolidation, then manipulation below this low here during London. So the London low, a manipulation of that low, and then a potential reversal up to these Asia highs. That's what I at least thought was going to happen. And you know what happened? We kept on getting setups towards the upside that were failing. We had a 1 minute inverse here, here on this candle here, which I didn't enter, pretty much because I missed the entry. So I probably would have taken this trade. And it ended up stopping back out below this low, and so that's just a perfect, that's the first one, right? It looks like we're going long, and then bang, it just stops you out of nowhere. Then again here, right? So after that happened, I actually took a short, and this was on my account that's in drawdown. All right, so I didn't take this on my main account because my bias was bullish, but this setup looks really nice to the downside. On the on the 1 minute. And it was just this close. I know I was just talking about bullish, but I'll explain, all right? So we closed below this 1 minute imbalance here towards the downside. We were coming out of this 5 minute range here, and we got an inverse to the downside, and we took out that low. The reason I took this trade on the account in drawdown is because I thought, all right, since this 1 minute has failed to the upside, it's likely that we're going to come down at least this low. Because what is the point of coming down here if we're going to just go up here? We're going to take this low. So that's why I took that short down to there, and I took it for a 1-to-1. I don't know why my executions aren't showing. I think it's because my trading view, like the session, disconnected. But I can show you guys the broker. So yeah, this is the account that's in drawdown. The trade was 1 micro, and I did $64. So that's pretty good off of 1 micro, honestly. And that's got me now $166 left of drawdown. So I'm slowly creeping this account back up, and it's kind of fun to just trade 1 micro because, even though I am taking trades that I have slightly less conviction in, it's good practice. And if I can get an account out of drawdown, I may as well. I've already paid the activation fee for this account. There's no point in just letting it go to waste. So yeah, and then the second trade that I took, this one's kind of a bummer, honestly, because I was so close to hitting that 1-to-1 just up there, and it ended up turning back around. And I'll tell you guys why I moved my stops to break even. Okay, I think this was crazy well done on my part. So let me just clean up the chart a bit, man. It's kind of messy here. I better not delete the entries, right? That's kind of part of the fun. So we had this 1 minute inverse down here. So you can see this was the 1 minute. I know it just looks like boxes on the screen, man, but to me it makes sense. I should really make this like laid out so you guys can understand it better, because it just looks like a bunch of boxes. That's not the way that I trade. We got this closure above this 1 minute inverse. I got a slightly late entry, so I entered on this candle because I had a limit order and it didn't get tapped, so I reduced my contracts down a bit and took it there. Then the reason that I went break even, I actually went break even on this candle before we even took the high, and the reason for that is because ES had taken the high, and I thought, all right, I don't want a bearish SMT to form here, and then now we're gonna flip bearish on NQ, because if that's gonna happen, then I'm gonna get stopped out. So I may as well go break even here and avoid the SMT. But we ended up coming up, taking that high, still didn't hit my 1-to-1, which is, yeah, that sucks. Like, it would have been nice. We only needed, how many points? We only needed 7 points until I would have hit TP, and that would have been 2 winning trades for the day. So that would have been nice after a losing day yesterday. But hey, what's the point of worrying about that now? All right. I think that let's just go back to the search and destroy, like I was saying, right? Perfect conditions to blow an account. You can see again here, we came up. I think it was on the 3 minute now. Wait, where's it gone? 5 minute? Like, there's this imbalance here on the 5 minute, this small fair value gap here. I'll mark it out like this. Right? We closed above that, and now we're consolidating again. We still haven't come up to these highs. And, you know, it's like we're just ranging. We are genuinely just ranging, but it feels like there's something that's about to happen, but it's not happening yet. All right? It's not happening, and these setups to the upside, they just keep failing. So, you know, I still think that we're going to come up to these Asia highs and probably higher today. But I just decided, you know what, man? Even though I took a win on an account that's in drawdown, it doesn't really feel like a win to me because it wasn't on my main account that I'm way more in profit on, right? I'm in profit on that account and I'm in the negatives on this other account that I took the trade on. So it kind of feels like paper trading, eval trading, but it's still good practice. And, you know, a win is a win, right? $64, 1 micro, I'll take it. And then, yeah, another break-even trade there. So I hope that you guys didn't make any silly decisions today because, you know, I know everyone trades a different strategy, but, like, I don't know. I've been in this situation a fair few times where it's ranging up and down, and, you know, you start to go onto the really low time frames, like the 1 minute, and I do trade the 1 minute, but it looks like there's a lot more context happening, but there's really not. We're just in this big bubble, and we'll have to see what happens. But I have decided that I'm going to sit out and I'm going to make a trade recap instead. So that's what I did, man. That's what I did. All right, I just cut there because I thought there's something really good to talk about. It's the end of the month. So I'm going to spend a couple hours maybe looking through my data for the month. I know I've looked at it quite a lot already in these trade recaps, but just one more time, look at it in the journal, try and see, you know, what mistakes did I make, even though I don't feel like I made too many this month. I'll look at that, and then I'm going to prepare for the next month, and I love when it gets to the end of the month. I really like it, because 1 month of data, that's a pretty substantial amount, right? It's a lot more than a week, and you can actually gain something from 1 month of trading. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see how we go next month. I hope you guys had a good trading month. I know I definitely did, and yeah, if not, maybe next month is your month, bro. Maybe next month. I'm just going to quickly plug the codes here because I make a little bit of money from it, right? It helps me out. Apex, I know their sale on the 80% off did just end, but they might have a new one starting tomorrow. Alpha Futures, you'll get 10% off with any account, and Take Profit Trader as well. I think that's 40% discount right now. So if you guys are going to buy an account with a prop firm, if you were going to buy one anyway, you may as well just use my discount code and help a brother out. All right, but obviously you don't have to. I appreciate all you guys, and yeah, man, let's start off this new month well. Let's start off on a good foot. Join up the Discord if you want. It's free, and yeah, bro. Peace.